From the slums of Shaolin, Wu-Tang Clan strikes again.
I just love him, man. I'm like the biggest fan.
My name's Aaron. I've been the biggest supporter of the Wu-Tang Clan since I can remember. I've spent my whole life listening to the lyrical clues that could only be deciphered by the truest of believers. One word that kept coming up was Shaolin. The Wu-Tang Clan described it as their home. I discovered Shaolin was a real place in China. So I did what any self-respecting superfan would do. I bought a ticket, packed my bags, hired a mercenary for protection, and set off on what was to be the greatest journey of my life, fulfilling a childhood dream by discovering the birthplace of the Wu-Tang Clan.
If what you say is true, the Shaolin and the Wu-Tang could be dangerous. Do you think your Wu-Tang sword can defeat me?
All Wu-Tang disciples know the Wu-Tang Clan have their enemies. Being the first fan to make this pilgrimage, I felt it was only smart to bring protection. Someone with keen instincts and sharp reflexes. I put an ad on Craigslist, and what I got was this mountain of a man. Jake is an experienced mercenary. He was trained by Foxhound, served time with the UNSC at Reach, and even put in his time with Black Ops. You might ask why these precautions are necessary. So we're about to go check out our room. We're at the Shaolin International Hostel. You know, I think one of the Wu-Tang Clan stayed here one time. Although I don't see any markings. Is everything safe? Okay. So what do you think, man? Huh? This is nice. You don't like it, do you? We could have stayed somewhere nicer, but things had to get expensive, right? You got plane tickets, train tickets, bus tickets, your salary. Okay, maybe later. Yeah, good idea. You go check the perimeter and stuff. Whatever. I'm gonna go freshen up a little bit. I got a lot of activities planned for today. Oh, I also have some traditional Shaolin attire for all of us to wear during our trip. Which way is it to Shaolin? That way. So what do you think? Nice, right? Traditional Shaolin attire. Wu-Tang. We're about to go to the Shaolin Temple. You ready? Yeah, you're ready. It's gonna be awesome. We set off for the Shaolin Monastery. I had never felt so spiritually alive. If only ODB could see me now. We quickly met a friendly local who was more than happy to show us around.
Yeah, I'm King. Welcome.
So we'll be go see the Shaolin Temple.
Okay, from here to the Shaolin Temple, it's 2 kilometers. If we walk 20 minutes.
What about the 36 chambers?
What?
The 36 chambers?
No. From here, means the distance from here to the Shaolin Temple. This mountain, the name is Mountain Shaoshi.
Is this the mountain where the killer bees attacked?
No, the temple's name, Shaolin Shaolin Temple, was named because this mountain.
Doesn't seem to know about the 36 chambers or the killer bees attacks. Let's see where this is going, but you know, I think he's just messing with us.
You know, our city, Dengfeng, is the hometown of Chinese Kung Fu. In our whole city, there are in total 58 Kung Fu schools founded here.
Okay.
And the man training Kung Fu, the number are reached 80,000. 80,000 students training Kung Fu in our whole city.
And it's all Shaolin style,
yeah,
right?
All the Kung Fu schools are Shaolin style.
And the Wu-Tang Clan, right? Wu-Tang versus Shaolin.
In Chinese, they are saying 天下功夫出少林.
Okay.
The meaning is all the Kung Fu are original from Shaolin.
Yeah. Like Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with, I think is a loose translation.
Yeah. Shaolin Tago Kung School.
RZA.
Okay, no. It's not allowed. It's not allowed. I'm sorry.
People tell my bodyguard no and get to keep their fingers.
Why this place became famous? Because in the old, this place is just a very, very shabby place.
Yeah.
Very small.
Yeah.
And because the first Chinese action film, Shaolin, Jet Li,
yeah,
he played a very important role in that film.
Okay.
After that film, people are very, very crazy about Kung Fu. And many people rushed here. So many Kung Fu schools founded here.
Okay. And then it just got bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
And then the Wu-Tang just exploded.
Yeah, you're right. We can see an old memorial archway built in 1992. In the middle, there are 6 Chinese characters. From right to left, we call 天下第一名唱.
Cash rules everything around me. Is Wu-Tang immortal, in your opinion? Or have you ever met Wu-Tang?
I know, Wu-Tang. How to say, you know, time is changing.
Yeah.
Nowadays, time is changing.
They're getting
People
old.
are lazy. They pick the wild herbs. They made
Yeah,
medicine.
they do
Yeah.
like they do like the herbs.
They thought they can make it into some medicine.
Yeah, to
This
blaze it up,
medicine
right?
can make them live long life.
Yeah.
It's different. The side
Yeah.
one,
I know.
happy attitude.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
If someone want to learn Kung Fu, he has 2 choices.
Okay.
The first choice is to temple. The second choice is to choose Kung Fu school. But the 2 choices are different.
Okay.
If you want to the temple, you must haircut to be a warrior monk
Okay.
and learn Kung Fu and learn Buddhism there. Second choice to the Kung Fu school is different.
Yeah.
No need to haircut and half a day for training Kung Fu. Half a day they have lessons.
So old dirty bastard would have gone to the old school because
but
he had a lot of hair.
yeah.
We're about to go into the Shaolin Temple and things kind of are not going as I thought they would. I think we got a bad tour guide. He's kind of lying to me saying Wu-Tang is nothing, it's not Shaolin. So I don't know, I'm very confused right now, but we're gonna go check out the Shaolin Temple. So, you know, keep it Wu.
This kind of Kung Fu needs at least 2 or 3 years.
2 or 3 years?
Yeah, if you sometime have chance to see the master, you must see some of them, their fingers. This part is very, very
Tough?
yeah, tough.
I used to be able to do it, but I sprained my finger
Some
cutting
fingers
tomatoes.
became tough
Yeah.
and a little plump.
And I use moisturizer now because my mom said my hands are too tough, so it's very hard for me to do this.
The temple was beautiful, and you could definitely see the influence the music had on them.
On the ground, you can see so many the holes. In total 4 lines. In total 48. The holes are left by the monks when they training Kung Fu with their foot. For example, whoa. Be careful.
I started to get the feeling our tour guide generally didn't know about the clan or their influence on Shaolin, so I decided to confront him.
My favorite band is the Wu-Tang Clan. They are a music group, but it sounds like you have never heard of them. Have you ever heard this song?
No.
You never heard of this band?
No. What's the meaning?
This is my favorite band. They are a favorite band from Wu-Tang and they come from Shaolin. Or in all their music they say, oh, we come from Shaolin.
No.
And so we came to Shaolin to see where the Wu-Tang Clan was from, but I see no sign of them anywhere.
You mean the music?
Yeah. They always say in their music, we come from Shaolin. Like,
Shaolin is only the Zen Buddhism music.
So there's never been anybody called RZA, Jizza, Old
No.
Dirty Bastard, Inspector Deck,
Maybe some war monks. Maybe some war monks. In China, most of the people will write a name and use the name of
Yeah.
Shaolin. They create some things. They
Why?
say this is Shaolin.
Why?
Make money.
So they don't come from Shaolin.
I'm not sure, but the Shaolin know this kind of music.
So you've never heard of them?
No.
They don't come from Shaolin.
Shaolin, I tell you, two kinds of monk, the formal and the informal.
Okay.
They all the life they do.
This trip was taking a sinister turn. Not since Method Man's collaboration with Texas had I felt so low. The Wu-Tang had lied to me, to its fans, and not even Man Mountain Jake could change that, despite his best efforts. Do you remember what it was like when you found out the Easter Bunny was just your dad in a suit with some store-bought chocolate eggs? Your dad sat you down and explained that because you're now going to college, it will be near impossible for him to continue the illusion. This was that, but in China. Jake talked me into going out that night. I needed a distraction, so I reluctantly agreed. And then, something happened. The Zen Music Grand Ceremony of Shaolin, a musical performance of dance and kung fu with over 600 performers and a stage set that rivals that of any hip-hop group. Apart from one. I woke up the next morning with a clear head. I was thinking straight again. Last night's show was so amazing, truly spectacular. And at the same time, it was all too familiar.
Wu-Tang's fingerprints were all in this choreography. Right? Shaolin style everywhere.
There was a conspiracy happening in Shaolin. Why would those in charge want to deny the existence of the Wu-Tang Clan? I didn't know. But I had traveled too far to let this slide. I promised myself and Jake I would get to the bottom of this cover-up. So I decided to tool up and take it to the slums of Shaolin.
So here we are in the slums of Shaolin. Well, I don't actually know if they're the slums of Shaolin because I couldn't afford another tour guide. But if anyone knows what's going on here, it's the locals, my fellow Wu brethren here in this Shaolin slum. Have you ever heard of the Wu-Tang Clan? Or the people that used to live here?
Oh.
你知道 Wu-Tang Clan?
我不知道。
你知道 Wu-Tang Clan?
什么？
你知道 Wu-Tang Clan?
不知道他说什么耶。
Wu-Tang Clan?
啊，你不懂。
OK， 谢谢。OK。OK。Wu-Tang Clan.
不听也打不会听。
Cash rules everything around me, cream. 好不好？
我懂不懂英语？不懂。
啊，对，你不说英文？你不说英文？
不会说英文啦。
不好意思。
你应该给他讲中文，只是讲不太标准，所以有些听不懂。
他也听不懂。
I don't understand.
The locals were more resistant than I had thought. Was it because they had mistook me for an outsider? Could they not understand that I've been keeping it Wu since birth?
Jake, stop messing around.
爷爷
persist. I had some serious questions to ask.
你知道 Wu-Tang Clan?
什么？
你知道 Wu-Tang Clan?
五台山？
Wu-Tang Clan.
我没听懂。
Well, who is your favorite Wu-Tang Clan member?
我英语不好，您会说中国话吗？
你知道 RZA? Method Man?
Sorry.
Do you walk with the Shaolin strut? Walk with a Shaolin strut?
不好意思，太低了吧？
你知道 Shaolin finger jab? Shaolin.
不好意思。
Get off me, man. It's like no one's heard of the Wu-Tang Clan here. It's like they don't even exist. I need some time. What are you trying to say? Don't say that. Don't say that. Shaolin finger jab. Let go of me. You're a liar like the rest of them.
Do you know how expensive a mercenary is? This was all for nothing. All of a sudden I realized my entire life was built on a lie. I had lost my identity and couldn't see a way out. Who was Aaron? I had hit rock bottom with nowhere to go.
A long time ago, I was in Burma. My friends and I, we were working for the local government. We were trying to buy the loyalty of tribal leaders by bribing them with precious stones. But their caravans were being raided in a forest north of the Rangoon by a bandit. So we went looking for the stones. But in 6 months, we never met anyone who had traded with them. One day, I saw a child playing with a ruby the size of a tangerine. The bandit had been throwing the stones away.
So why steal them?
Well, because he thought it was good sport. Because some men aren't looking for anything logical like money. They can't be bullied, brought, reasoned with, or negotiated with. Some men just want to watch the world burn.
And then Jake put it right on Front Street, and all of a sudden, my path was clear again.
Yeah. Heard that before? That's from Batman. Second one, where Alfred is talking to Batman. I thought it was pretty cool, so I dropped that in there. I'm not really a mercenary, eh? I work at Starbucks. I just, saw this job online for a skilled mercenary with Shaolin finger jab skills and killer bees immunities. Got the job, asked my boss for a couple of weeks off work, got myself a scary ass haircut, came to China.
What Jake told me made perfect sense. And just like that, I knew what I had to do.
You know what Jake said? It really resonated. Dude, it was absolutely 100% complete irrelevant to my situation. So, even though the Wu-Tang isn't from Shaolin, from Staten Island, the 5th borough, I got to thinking, Wu-Tang is in all of us. New York's taken a lot, so it's time to give back. So, decided to join the Shaolin Monastery. You guys take it easy. Oh, and remember, Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.